Mayo versus ketchup. Check. Chicken versus egg. Check. And now, 2 more Splatfests remain. But what will the themes be? Who knows? Maybe one of them could quite possibly maybe even be fork versus spoon. Hopefully not. But hi, it's me, your friendly cephalopod, big brain, wanderer. And with chicken versus egg Splatfest over, all we really have to do is wait, patiently anticipating for the next announcement of the Splatfest. But that's okay, because while we wait, we can speculate for what's to come in the next 2 Splatfests. And I know I'm a little late with this whole predicting the Splatfest themes, but I'm still gonna give it a shot. And I don't know if it's a little bit too obvious or not, but let's not forget to bring up the fact that these Splatfests have all been food related. Well, sort of, because, you know, chicken, egg, yeah. But you know, that's something I actually did want to bring up about chicken versus egg, because at first glance, it may seem like it's just a randomly picked Splatfest for the do-over, but if you weren't blinded by what came first, this Splatfest was in reality a sequel to Mayo vs. Ketchup. And why, you may ask? Well, it's quite simple. What do you put on your chicken nuggets? Ketchup. What contains egg? Mayo. And it could even work vice versa, because chickens lay large quantities of eggs to be used to make mayo, and eggs go great with ketchup. See? Can you finally see that it's all making sense? It's not about what came first, because up next, the Splatfest after chicken versus the egg will be fork versus spoon. And after that, to dictate and finally bring everything together, will be a rematch of chaos versus order to truly see what kind of world we're gonna live in. Well, in Splatoon, not in the real life. The real life is already kind of chaotic, but, you know, still works. Okay, well, maybe that's probably not the case. I know that sounds a little bit too convoluted, but hey, you never know. You just gotta take a deeper look at things, but I don't think we're gonna go with that route, because it seems a little bit too insane. But you never know. Keep it at the back of your heads. But anyways, the next Splatfest, instead of being determined by this whole everything comes together convoluted theory, could probably just be determined with time. Nothing more, nothing less. Because if we take a look at the time span between chicken versus egg and mayo versus ketchup, that's a span of 3 months. So 3 months after this last Splatfest will be on November. And after that, February, which still stands true to the whole end of March 2021. So if that's the case, the next themes could be something similar to those original release dates, such as Salsa vs. Guac in November, and Knight vs. Wizards in February. Unless the Splatfests aren't determined by time, but instead the amount of Splatfests in between each theme. So maybe if we go with this idea and take a look at this chart, we can see that ketchup versus mayo is right here. And 6 Splatfests after that is chicken versus the egg. And then if we go forward 6 more Splatfests after that... Oh no. No, but wait. What's 6 months after this Splatfest? Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh. Oh, okay. It's Knights vs. Wizard. Okay, you know what? That's not that bad. I guess the prophecy isn't all true, but that still means we may get fork versus spoon, and I'm gonna be honest, I really don't want fork versus spoon. There's so many more good Splatfest themes out there. Let's just hope that's not the case. Okay, well, maybe these Splatfest redos could be getting the redo treatment because they were either the most played, the most popular Splatfest, or the least popular and less played Splatfest. However, how do we tell whether these 2 themes were popular or not? Well, we don't, because sadly I don't think there's a chart that shows how popular and active all these Splatfest were. Unless there is. And I just don't know about it. Because, I mean, if there is, somebody should tell me, please. I could really use that information. That would actually be really nice to know. But, you know, to be honest, whatever the next Splatfest is, I really don't mind, because what I truly want is something big. Something new and shiny for the last Splatfest theme. You know, even the next Splatfest after chicken versus egg could even be fork versus spoon. I wouldn't even care. Okay, maybe just a little bit. But what if the final Splatfest isn't a redo, but instead is an entirely new Splatfest. Not gonna lie, that would be pretty cool. But what would the theme be? Well, once again, what if the final Splatfest is a brand new theme, but not just any theme, but a theme made by all of us? Now, I know there's a bunch of custom Splatfests out there made by a lot of people, but I honestly think it would be really neat if we all chose one custom Splatfest theme to officially make it into the game. But how would that be possible? To be honest, no idea. I really didn't think this through enough, but, you know, maybe it could be some kind of ballot for everyone to throw in their theme ideas just to see which one has the most interest, and only to find out the answer is, I don't know, Bayonetta 3 versus Metroid Prime 4. And then, you know, it determines which games are going to be developed first, and then Nintendo starts doing this with all their games. And, okay, you know what, maybe that's just a tad bit too much. I really don't know. But what do you think? Which Splatfest do you want to see next? To be honest, I would love to see Salsa vs. Guac, since I feel like that's probably my most intense Splatfest that I've ever had. And for the final one, I wouldn't mind seeing Knights vs. Wizards, since that was a really cool theme. And I love how everybody could wear armor if they were in Team Knights, or a wizard robe if they were in Team Wizards. And there you go, end of video. I just gave you my predictions. I want those two Splatfests. Just kidding, don't go yet. Because hey, if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know, what do you guys think? Are these theories a little bit too convoluted to determine what the next Splatfest is? I don't know, tell me what you think, what you want for the next two themes. Do you think there's going to be a brand new theme? Do you think it's going to be a custom Splatfest? What's it going to be? Nobody knows, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, do all that stuff. Click, subscribe, like, bell, you know the deal. And hey, if you want to go check out a much more big brain thinking, wondering video, I would recommend clicking right here to go check out the previous video in which I talked about who built the robot villagers in Animal Crossing. Trust me, it's going to be good. I guarantee you, it's going to be great. Oh yeah, and remember to cross your fingers, because let's hope we don't get fork versus spoon. But not all at once, because that probably will cancel it out. Unless it's already too late.